2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A look from earlier as the Nets bus arrives at the arena. No doubt this is a close.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. Quite a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
So the Nets starting 5. Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Johnson in at the shooting guard. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Shots good by Green.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scorers.
Now, here is Young. Kicks it out to Collins. Back to Young. Not going to go that time. And Brooklyn will come the other way. To the inside. And stolen by Hunter. Back to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Even though he's an elite scoring talent, Young finds ways to involve his teammates.
It's Harden. Oh, that was something else.
That was nasty.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Young with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Young's shot is good.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Harden outside. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Young passes to Capella. Here's Herter. He's guarded by Johnson. Clock at 6. Young dishes to Capella. Back to Young. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Hunter. Tony Snell's checked in for Kevin Herter. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. The Nets also changing it up. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Brown in for Johnson. Now, here is Gallinari. Here's Snell. A nice shot by Gallinari. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
This is a specialty of Gallinari's, using the roller as a decoy for his own offense.
Irving passes to Griffin. Count it.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Williams. No points in the game yet for him. And Okongwu slams it in.
This is the type of playmaker Lou is. Outstanding at getting it to his open guys.
Irving drives in. It's deflected. And the pass to Johnson. Here's Luwawu. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Irving. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Sometimes I think Kyrie likes to get contact, probably because he can still finish through it.
Outside Jordan. Back to Irving. Got a piece of it. Here's Snell. He feeds it to Okongwu. Back to Snell. Second chance shot.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
The deep three from Irving. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark, as we wrap up the first. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on.
In the gym trying to work on free throw.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Brown out there with Irving. Then there's Griffin. And it's Luwawu in at the small forward position. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Irving attacking. Count that bucket. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
Wow, one of the craftiest ball handlers in the league, Kyrie, on a tear.
Williams finds Gallinari. Back to Williams. Pass to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Irving against Williams. And that one drops. Irving's got 8 points.
I like this from Kyrie. Looking for a high percentage shot, settling for nothing less.
Here's Williams. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for... Oh!
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Young taking his time here. To the middle. And it's Capella missing.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Brown. And Herter gets it to go. Herter's got the game tied up here for Atlanta.
That's Kevin Herter's bread and butter, where he shot 42% from beyond the arc his sophomore year in college.
gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now the dish to Hunter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Jordan sends it back.
Can't be careless with DeAndre is around. He slaps shots back with some real authority.
Tony Snell's checked in for Hunter. It's stolen by Green. Johnson down low. And that one is off. And Atlanta will come the other way. Softly drops in the floater. Young's got the lead up to 2 now for the Hawks.
Doesn't have to get all the way downhill to the rim to be effective because Trae Young has a trademark floater.
And Capella sends it back. And here we go. Hawks running again. Here's Collins. Back to Herter. It's Young on the wing. There's 49 seconds left here in the second. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on James Harden.
Let's look at Trae Young's shot chart. He goes inside more than people mention.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
Oh! Boy, did he go way up for that one.
Oof. Young passes to Capella. Young inside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
He's a natural-born scorer who leaves everything out on the floor. Young simply makes things happen.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Here's Irving. Drills the baseline jumper. Irving's got 10.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with this offense.
Young outside. From 10 feet out, it's good. Young's got the lead back up to 3 now for the Hawks.
When you have a slick ball handler like Trae Young, you can run pick and roll as much as you like.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. 4 points was the most they trailed by. They were a determined team in the second quarter. And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And the dunk by Capella.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That is his first foul of the game. It's Harden with the drive. Yep, that one goes in there. He's got 13.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Young outside. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Nets trail by 3. Out to Harris. Back to Johnson. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
the confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Here's Harden and the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Young inside, guarded by Harden. And good that time. Young's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Harden, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the 3rd quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And here's Young from the arc. Harden grabs the miss. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for Collins. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. And then for Brooklyn, LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Brown in for Johnson.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Williams against Harden. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Williams passes to Okongwu. Alinari on the wing. He has 6. 6 to shoot. Here's Bogdanovich. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Atlanta making a switch here. Snell's checked in. Free throw good, Bogdanovich. Nets trail by 5. Harden right side. And the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. A minute 50 left in the 3rd quarter. Johnson over to help. Inside. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Passes to Snell. Launches it. The rebound by Johnson.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Much like Marc Gasol, DeAndre was drafted as an unpolished 2nd-round pick. Now one of the more impactful centers around.
And so he hits both. 1:31 left to play in the 3rd. Williams against Irving. Williams passes to Okongwu. Out to the right wing. 3-pointer, Snell. And Irving pulls it down. The Nets have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the 3rd quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Luwawu. It's good on the putback. And the Nets lead by 1.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
54 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Okongwu kicks to Snell, and he comes up with the deuce.
Love seeing Tony battle for the bucket. That has to make his coaches happy.
Outside Irving. 14 feet away. Good. He hits the jump shot. Irving's got 12 points in the game. 3rd quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops.
Another thing coaches love about Williams, he's a high percentage free throw shooter who gets to the line often.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for the Nets. Brown comes in for Johnson.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Irving. Pass to Aldridge. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Bogdanovich dishes to Okongwu. Over in the corner, Williams. With 1 on the clock. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Green is out there with Griffin. Then there's Brown. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Harden in at the 1. Now here's Harden. Second shot opportunity. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The little up fake by Aldridge, unfair given how hard already it is to challenge his shot. He'll go to the line.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Atlanta. The Nets also changing it up. Harris is checked in for Griffin. And Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Herter passes to Young. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. It's Young on the wing. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. And the Hawks lead by 3.
And all quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the fourth.
Harden with it, guarded by Hunter. Harris outside. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harris has got it all tied up now for the Nets.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
And stolen by Aldridge. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Harden's got the ball, and Harden with the stuff.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Back to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Dishes to Capella. The shot that time, not on target. Nice D from Aldridge. Irving finds Harden. Basket good. And it's a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
Young against Harden. Collins wide open, he fires. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Stolen by Harden. Here's Irving. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
Young up top, guarded by Harden. Young, no good. Nets leading by 6. Irving passes to Harris. Nifty move. The shot's good. Harris has got 5 points now this quarter.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And here's Young from the arc, kept alive. Over to the wing. Hunter, no one around him. The Hawks again can't hit.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Here's Irving. Another shot. Jordan kicks to Irving. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Outside Collins. He dishes it to Young to stop the drought. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Good. Irving's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
There's the pass to Young. Atlanta again missing.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way. And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Nets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for James Harden.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Shot by Collins, no good. And the Nets with possession. They're on a 15-4 run. Harden with it.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
And we have to give him props. It's rare these days.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Or the land of the free and the whole.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. DA, it's
Hey, Kevin.
growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, DA. And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
So the net starting 5. Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Harden in at the 1. And for Philadelphia, they've got Howard. Shake Milton is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Harris in at small forward.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right, got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
It's Curry outside. No good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Harden. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
Harden against Curry. To the paint. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
It's hard. Oh,
goodness. Mercy, mercy me. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
Curry against Harden. And the basket by Curry.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Harden surveying the D. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You know, we talk about Harden's skill set, which is superb, but there's no quit in this guy. He's got a great competitive spirit. And even when you bang him and bump into him, he just muscles through that and says, play on.
Outside, Simmons. Down low. Howard kicks to Milton. It's stolen by Green. Jordan inside. Simmons is there. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And Simmons slams it in.
That's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Harden outside. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Outside Curry, a 3-ball. Howard controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Such a great rebounder, athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
Harris outside. Inside, Jordan. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Jordan's got 6 points.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Irving with a clean look. Rebounded by Howard. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Harris passes to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Really, really hard to keep Howard out of the paint. I mean, once he gets the position he wants, he's going to look to throw it down.
Irving with the ball. Pass to Griffin. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Green finds Harris. No good with the triple. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. 76ers lead by 1. After this break, we'll be... And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny that players have to deal with on a...
For me, it comes with block.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
We've got Maxey. Scott is out there with Green. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Howard in at the center filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Harden outside. Green with the block.
Excellent defender is Danny Green. He's instinctual, and he's got great court awareness defensively.
Reedy's checked in for the 76ers. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris is checked in for Blake Griffin. And it's Johnson in for Brown.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Oh, a little touch of class there at the end of the play as he was able to convert on the finger roll.
Feeds to Jordan. Over Reed. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from DeAndre Jordan.
Wow, wow, wow. DeAndre Jordan showing us the catch and shoot. Well done.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on James Harden. The 76ers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Harden outside. Fires for 3. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. To the middle. Here's Johnson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Now, here's Maxey. 6 points for him. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Korkmaz passes to Reed. Trying his luck from deep. And the 76ers get it back.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. Offline with his 3.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Harris is checked in for Reed. Simmons comes in for Scott. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Seth Curry in for Maxey. And Simmons kicks to Milton. Curry on the wing. To the inside. Takes it from 10. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Curry. Harris has got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers. And here's Irving. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's stolen by Curry. Out to Harris. The shot from 20 feet away. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And now it's a 9-point Philadelphia lead. Curry against Irving. Over Curry. Here's Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
59 seconds left in the second quarter. Now Curry. Just 5 to shoot. And Simmons slams it in.
Boy, you cannot neglect putting the body on Simmons. I mean, with his height and athleticism, this dude is a problem on the glass.
Irving from long range. Rebound by the 76ers.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
The 76ers making a switch here. Howard's checked in. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Irving passes to Griffin. Back to Irving. From deep three-point range. Goes up again. The three. That shot, no good. The shot, no good. And so we wrap up the first half. 76ers ahead. They lead by 11. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Dwight Howard had no problems getting going. He had 12 points, 4 rebounds, and that does it for our halftime show. We now
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We have seen an exceptional performance from Dwight Howard.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Johnson is out there with Harden. Then there's Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Green in at the power forward. Sinks the three-pointer.
They knew this was coming. Harden can't just let that last three go. Way too competitive for that.
Here's Simmons. 6 points for him. And there's the pass to Harris. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. No good from Howard. Nets trail by 11. Green kicks to Harris for the three. Simmons pulls it in. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One, is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Back to Milton. To the paint. Howard dishes to Simmons. He feeds it to Howard. Back to Simmons. Jacks up a three. The shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. Johnson against Harris. Jordan the pass to Harden. Back to Jordan. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Jordan's got 10 points.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Milton kicks to Curry. Back to Milton. Outside for Curry. Philadelphia with a new shot clock. Three-pointer. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Great positioning on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 13.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Harden, no good.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Thibault the bounce pass. Maxey passes to Thibault. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Outside, Scott bangs home the trifecta. Scott's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And again, it's the Nets missing. Philadelphia leading by 16. Here's Korkmaz. The putback. Rebounded by the Nets. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. Here's Luwawu. And it's off from three-point range. Philadelphia's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Brown. And that one's good. Maxey. And the Nets with possession here. They trail by 18. Now, here is Irving. Defense right on him. And there it is for him.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Now, here's Thibault. He's covered by Brown. Scott kicks to Thibault. Good if it goes. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Korkmaz is out there with Green. Then there's Maxey. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
Green deciding where to go with it. Tries from 16. He's off on that one. Nets trail by 14. Brown outside. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Korkmaz. Harris comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Seth Curry in for Maxey. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Curry passes to Harris. To the inside. Howard. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
The baseline J. Again, the Nets for two.
Irvin has the touch needed to do damage from just about anywhere, including from there.
Simmons with it. Outside Curry. The drive by Simmons. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And on the way from Irving for three. Cans it from downtown.
You know, the threat of Irving's drive can open up looks for him from the perimeter. And he is a gifted scorer, folks.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Simmons against Green. Out to Harris. Clock at 4. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Seth Curry's game in the mid-range area continues to look better, taking advantage of all opportunities.
Back to Jordan. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Curry. And Brooklyn turns it over again.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Reedy's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Maxey's checked in for Shake Milton. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Seth Curry. And the Nets making a change here as well. Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, so crafty a player is James Harden. I mean, when he gets inside, he finds all kinds of ways and manner in which to score.
Green against Simmons. Pass to Reed. Chalk up 2 there.
You got to recognize Simmons is a pass-first guy, which is why you can't leave somebody open around him.
Here's Harden on the wing. Defended by Thybulle. Harden can't hit.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Irving's checked in for Johnson. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Now, here's Maxey. Covered by Irving. Passes it to Maxey. Tries a 3. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the 76ers.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Dwight Howard.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with the fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
They get it back. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harris has got it back down to within single digits for the Nets. And so the 76ers can now just hold on to the ball. Simmons passes to Thibault. Takes the three. He doesn't hit that one. Irving from long range. No good. So Philadelphia wins it. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the destination for the Nets. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K. And a look at the injury situation. A lot of bodies absent for this team tonight, including a big name. So the Nets starting 5. We've got Jordan. Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Johnson, and it's Harden in at the shooting guard. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center. Antetokounmpo, no good.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Holiday with the block.
An aggressive defender who pressures ball handlers. Nobody should be surprised to see Holiday sending shots away.
Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Giannis high post. He's against Green. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Here's Giannis. James Harden picking up that last basket. Giannis dishes to Lopez. Back to Giannis. Middleton drives in. Holiday with the 3. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lopez. Good D by Jordan.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And Jeff Green, the bucket on the assist by Harden.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
Free throw no good for Giannis. Nets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Green, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
And Jeff Green drops them both. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Outside, Antetokounmpo. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Down low, deflects the pass. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Middleton for 3. The rebound by Johnson. Brooklyn with the ball. 4-point game. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. Holiday against Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Outside, Antetokounmpo, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. So for the Nets, we've got 1:48 left here in the first quarter. Here's Tucker. Pass to Portis. Irving with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Luwawu. Shakes him. And the layup is good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Nets leading by 10. Outside Irving. From 11 feet away, and he hits the jumper for 2.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Shots good by Middleton.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Here's Irving. There's 45 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. Here's Irving. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, that's Kyrie right there. He draws so much defensive attention. Guys want to be physical with him, but this guy able to take contact so well for his size.
The Nets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The Bucks making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Here's Giannis. Makes it off the glass. Giannis has got 6.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Here's Irving. Here's Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Here's Irving. Stolen by Holiday. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this.
I think the most important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Griffin. Brown out there with Tyler Johnson. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Claxton in at the 4. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Bucks trail by 8, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And Holiday, here we go. And Holiday throws it down.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Lopez with the steal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
Lopez left side. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
A nice shot by Tucker.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. They've held a 12-point lead earlier, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Feeds it to Middleton. Nets leading by 8. Harden outside. Forbes with the rebound. Bucks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Portis kicks to Connaughton. Stolen by Harden. In transition, here come the Nets. And Harden with the stuff.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Forbes the pass to Middleton. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And that one hits back iron. Middleton's gone 1 of 4 from the field. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Johnson. The shot's good from Forbes. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
I can't switch on the fam.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. There's 1:34 left in the first half of the game. Irving with it. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Boy, how about the speed at which Kyrie Irving comes at you on the drive? This is why he's able to draw so many fouls.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. And Milwaukee has possession. Down by 12. Here's Middleton. The shot off that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Woo-hoo, Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Here is Forbes. Pass to Portis. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
For Brooklyn, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
It's his first trip to the line.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
There's 42 seconds left here in the second. And here's Irving. 6 points for him. And it's in there. Irving's got 8 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Middleton looking it over. Passes it to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Now here's Irving. He's covered closely. An easy 2 points on the layup. 10 points for him.
How about the great body control by Kyrie Irving, one of the best small men in the league at converting through contact.
Here's Tucker, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Brooklyn. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 14 points and
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
This guy plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Harden with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Jordan at the elbow. Back to Green. Shot clock at 5. And Green slams it in.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
And stolen by Jordan. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Well, like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Poked away, just 5 on the clock. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And Brooklyn making a change here. Claxton's checked in. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Clock at 2, and the dunk by Giannis.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Harden against DiVincenzo. It's Harden with the drive. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Left side, Antetokounmpo. Now here's Jordan. No good that time. Excellent D there from Holiday. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And that one drops for him. Giannis has got 16.
And just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Harden against DiVincenzo. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Kicks it to Forbes. The pass to Portis. Banked in off the glass.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Right side, Irving. That one drops for him.
Guys, Kyrie Irving, stronger than he looks, absorbs the contact and still converts.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. The Nets have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Bucks trail by 14. 1:43 left in the third quarter. Right wing, back to Tucker. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Middleton outside. Count it.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. 17 points was their biggest margin. 1:14 left in the third. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. For Brooklyn, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
What's incredible to me is Kyrie Irving at 6'3". Does he possess incredible eye-popping athleticism? No. But he can create his own shot anytime he wants, and his finishing ability is as good as it gets in the NBA.
Middleton outside. Back to Tucker. Over to the wing. Here is Forbes. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Forbes has got 6.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Irving got a hand on it.
Well, statistically not the most imposing shot blocker, but he gets every bit of that one, did Tucker.
And Middleton kicks it to Tucker. Inside. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 6.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Now Irving. 15 points in the game. Brown outside. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Brown. And the Nets lead by 12.
Well, Irving has been in attack mode all night. This guy is comfortable from any spot on the floor.
Here's Tucker. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Brooklyn ahead, up by 12. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Nets leading by 12. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Brown out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Aldridge in at the center, locking down the middle. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Griffin. Sweet move. And it's good on the layup.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Lopez right side. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
And here's Harden. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Nice move. And he sinks the layup. Harden's got 20 points.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Boy, his ball security flawless in the first half, but since then, it's an absolute disaster.
Outside Irving. There's the triple. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
As soon as Kyrie Irving crosses half court, you have got to guard him, and you've got to be balanced because this guy is an effective, dominant offensive presence.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
Here's Harden and the jam by Harden.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Giannis dishes to Lopez, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
And the shot goes in.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and that time also a missed shot.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And he's able to get it back. Nets leading by 21. Harden surveying the D. On the wing, Irving. To the paint, here's Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
Just tremendous execution right there. DJ feeling out the defense and doing damage inside.
And that one's good by Lopez.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Irving for 3. Harden, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And a lot of attention on Antetokounmpo's offense, but don't sleep on the D. He can defend every part of the court and does it with intensity. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Nets.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for James Harden.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Pass to Chioza. From deep. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Middleton outside. Takes a 3. He can't get that one. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. the borough of Brooklyn. It's the NBA on 2. And a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the center. And for Brooklyn, Tyler Johnson is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Green in at the 4-man position. Now, here is Irving. And the shot goes in. Lots of speed and athleticism on the floor tonight, Brent. What do you think could determine the outcome?
Well, if guys are going to play fast, Kevin, and guys are going to be up in the air, it's going to come down to very solid decision-making to see who it is that separates themselves in this one.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. For 3, Harris. Rebound by the Hawks. Here's Young. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
That's a great move by Trae Young, and a brave one at that, playing right into the defender.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line, no matter the situation.
Now here's Irving. To the inside. For 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Irving's got 5 points so far.
When you make shots like that, Kyrie is showing just how confident he is in his offensive ability.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And here's Young. Pass to Herter. Back to Young. The feed to Capella. Down low. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
Well, he's become a defensive anchor here for this team over the past couple seasons. Great timing on the block there.
Luwawu, the pass to Harden. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Young with no one around. Misses the 3. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And that's an intentional foul. And the Hawks making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. On defense, the Hawks trailing by 2. Here's Harden. That one doesn't drop. Collins with some nice D. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Outside, Bogdanovich. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop.
And that's a nice job defensively from Harden. I mean, he's capable of these kinds of plays when the guy is engaged and active.
Now Hunter. Bogdanovich inside, guarded by Harden. Kicks it out to Collins. Capella against Harden. Griffin on the double team. Capella with the bucket.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds. And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
Hunter with it, picked up by Aldridge. Left side, Collins. Passes it to Hunter. Shoots over Griffin. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for Collins. Tony Snell's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Williams in for DeAndre Hunter. And on the way from Irving for three. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Irving's got 8 points.
Trying to find that consistency from distance that's stretching out the defense, and that's why Kyrie always has an available driving lane.
Now here's Williams. The rebound by Johnson.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
On the wing, Irving. Back to Harris. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. 1 second left. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
That was a stellar effort from Gallinari there, really contesting.
What a performance for Kyrie. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
We've got Johnson. He's out there with Kyrie Irving. Joe Harris is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Here's Irving. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Kyrie not backing away from the contact there. In fact, welcoming that one tricked you into it.
And Gallinari kicks to Snell. Now the pass to Young. Dishes it to Williams. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. Nets leading by 5. Harris with it. Williams picks him up. Up again, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
I mean, he might as well pour a foundation and put some framework around that because that's where DeAndre Jordan lives on the offensive glass.
Now, here is Young. 5 points in the game. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. And so it's Atlanta with it. Here's Young. Drops in the layup for 2. Young's got 7 points in the game.
Shifty guard Trae Young finds his ways into some of those cracks and crevices.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out. Yeah, good job to take it right at the net.
Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Hunter's checked in for Tony Snell. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Williams. Now here's Capella. Here's Herter. Back to Capella. The dish to Collins. 5 on the clock. Here's Young with the putback. And Collins is right there. Collins has got his first 2 points.
Yeah, the way you keep plays alive is with some effort, and John Collins giving it to you.
Here's Harden. Rebounded by the Hawks. Fast break, the Hawks. Collins with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Count the basket. Collins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now here's Harden. He's got 8. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Here's Young. He's got 7. He kicks to Hunter. Back to Young. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Atlanta making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Goes up the baseline. Again, the Nets for 2.
Yeah, I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
Young against Irving. Young taking his time here. It's good.
Yeah, the threat of Trae Young, we talk so much about gravity in the NBA. It's unlocking some other scoring options. Strong take.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 12. Pass to Claxton. And he jams it with authority.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Here's Young. 11 points in the game. Capella, the pass to Young. Capella trying to free himself up. Rejected by Harris.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Ball's knocked loose, and Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest. 6 seconds left in the first half. Irving lays it up and banks it in. Irving's got 14 points.
No stopping Kyrie on the drive right there, getting to the basket with ease.
And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Thank you, David, and we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to what a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 14 points and 1 rebound. And
as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
On the court for Atlanta, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Williams at the 1. With some arc, and Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
The Hawks trail by 9. Williams with a clean look. Off target with his 3. The net shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Collins. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. Irving passes to Jordan. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Brown is checked in for Tyler Johnson. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Snell's checked in. Here's Williams. And it's blocked by Jordan.
If there's one end of the floor that DJ takes seriously, it's the defensive end, and he loves to get up and reject those shots.
Irving surveying the floor. The shot will not fall.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And a new group in for the Nets. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. Blake Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. And James Harden has subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. Capella trying to free himself up. 2 points. That one goes. Williams has got 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Harden. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Williams with the ball. 6 points for him. Gallinari dishes to Williams. 5 to shoot. Good D by Harden. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. They've led by as many as 11 points. And that one is good.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Williams kicks to Snell. To the middle. Driven against Collins.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for Clint Capella.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Williams.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Harden surveying the D. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Williams against Harden. It's Collins with the drive. Lays it up off the glass. Collins has got 4 this quarter.
Trying to establish more and more confidence in his game offensively. John Collins looking cozy.
Here's Harden. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. The first free throw is good.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro, and it's Johnson in for Brown. Williams trying to break free.
He's so dangerous as a scorer. Lou Williams can recognize when there's openings. This time it was a teammate.
Nets leading by 7. Harden outside. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And so it's Brooklyn. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Green. Irving is out there with Johnson. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Jordan in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Left side Irving. And it's Green missing. The Hawks trail by 9. Here's Hunter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herter finds an open teammate.
Timeout called, the Nets. James Harden, he's checked in for the Nets. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Irving with a clean look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Herter, guarded by Jordan. Here's Young, up and in on the layup.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Harden with it, guarded by Hunter. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Irving. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. And the Nets lead by 7.
I feel like the jump ball triggered Kyrie Irving. He's been on it with tremendous effort from the beginning.
Young inside. Covered by Irving. Young, good. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Outside Irving. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
So clever. He finds different ways to probe inside, and Kyrie with a great finish.
Irving against Young. Young is double. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Back to Young. Just 5 to shoot. And he banks in the layup.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Harden. And Harden with the stop.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Herter passes to Bogdanovich. Here's Herter, guarded by Green. Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Harden with it, and guarded by Capella. Outside for Jordan. Pass to Irving. Nets passing it around. Harden right side. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Harden's got 16 points here in the second half.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Young drives in. He dishes it to Capella, and stolen by Irving. No good on that one. The Nets go the other way with it. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Herter passes to Capella. Bogdanovich looking around. Launches a three. Rebound, Brooklyn. Now here's Green. There's the three. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Capella, the pass to Herter. Young way outside. They get it back. From the arc. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one. It's in. Trae Young comes up huge this time, looking like the go-to guy.
Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. Irving from long range. Rebounded by Capella. And a deep three from Young. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
David, thank you.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The energy is mounting. Almost time for basketball at Barclays Center here in Brooklyn, New York. The 76ers taking on the Nets for the Philadelphia. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K. And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Howard is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Harris. Then there's Maxey. And it's Milton in at the point. And for the Nets, Green is out there with Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan. And it's Johnson in at the 2-guard spot.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And And they go to the intentional foul. Right now, both these sides dealing with injuries. We won't be seeing either of them at 100%.
I agree with you, Kevin. It's been tough for both of these teams as they work through their rotations due to the injury bug. Credit goes to not only the coaches for trying to plug the holes and manage their rosters, but to the players. You know, when you're a pro, even if you're not initially in the rotation, you've got to always be ready to go. And these guys have stepped up well, the reserves.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
You know, I think you just got to be a little smarter around Howard. That guy's, I mean, Howard's pretty crafty at drawing contact on the way up.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. The pass to Griffin. Here's Aldridge. And he makes good on the layup.
Boy, I like the work Aldridge did there. Good hustle. Nice job getting good position.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Milton. Pass to Maxey. The putback. It's good on the putback.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Cannot leave Howard alone on the offensive glass. When you do, he's making you pay for that mistake.
It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, getting everything he possibly could out of that play.
Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Simmons against Griffin. Simmons passes to Harris. That one goes in.
Boy, that's a nice touch from Harris right there, showing you exactly how under control he is close to the basket.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Howard with the steal, and there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Irving's checked in for James Harden. Danny Green, he's checked in for the 76ers. Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Howard, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Howard's got 9 points. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Trailing by 2. Shot from the wing. Rebound by the 76ers.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Philadelphia?
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And Harris subbed in for Bruce Brown. And the 76ers with some changes. Reed comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Korkmaz in for Matisse Thybulle. Passes to Irving. Curry with the steal. Pulls up for 3. Jordan with the rebound. Nets trailed by 3. Green, the pass to Irving. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
I think he's the most creative finisher in the league. Irving's so good at finding holes in the defense.
Curry deciding where to go with it. The three-pointer, no good. The Nets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Curry against Irving, and the rejection by Curry.
It's huge whenever Seth Curry comes up with the block. I think it ignites the entire team.
26 seconds left to play in the first. 6 to shoot. Korkmaz kicks to Green. No good on the triple. Here's Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Irving's got his second bucket.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Here's Curry. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
They've got Kyrie Irving. He's out there with Tyler Johnson. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Harris. And it's Claxton in at the 4. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Simmons passes to Korkmaz. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names.
You know, we very well could have some competition in the broadcast booth in a few years. I mean, Green's talked a lot about wanting to become an analyst when he retires from the game, and I don't think there's any question he'll be a good one.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Tyler Johnson.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
And the basket is good. Brown's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Curry dishes to Scott. Back to Curry. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Green kicks to Korkmaz. Scott up top. Pass to Reed. Here's Korkmaz. And so Brown will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. There's the pass to Irving. Shoots over Curry. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Claxton's got his first points of the game.
Oh, hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Green up on top. Guarded by Harris. Here's Curry. Makes it off the glass. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
Nice body control by Seth Curry. I mean, he's so good at fending off defenders on the way up.
Irving surveying the floor. Over Green. Jordan the pass to Harris. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. No good from Jordan. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. Griffin comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Luwawu is checked in for Harris. And it's Harden in for Kyrie Irving. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Harden. Outside for Griffin. It's Brown on the wing. From deep. Ben Simmons with the rebound. The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Nets have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harden way outside. Can't connect from long distance.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Harden outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harden's got 9 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And here is Milton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Another miss by Philadelphia. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Harden. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Simmons passes to Howard. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. 12 points for him.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fan. Dwight Howard had no problems getting going. He had 12 points, 4 rebounds, and that should do.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We have seen an exceptional performance from Dwight Howard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Ben Simmons. Actually out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Howard in at the center position. Here's Simmons. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Here's Irving. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Milton the pass to Howard. Now, here's Maxey. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And not even 3 quarters out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Here's Irving. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Ben Simmons.
You know, I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket.
The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. Then for the 76ers, Green, he's checked in for Maxey, and it's Seth Curry in for Shake Milton. The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 1.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And Simmons slams it in.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Outside, Green. Pass to Claxton. He kicks it to Green. Outside, Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Johnson in the corner. Over Green. But they'll get another chance. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Curry against Irving. Now here's Curry. Defense right on him. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold. And anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Some changes for Brooklyn. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Blake Griffin comes in for Green, and it's Brown in for Kyrie Irving. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Reed is checked in for Howard. Scott comes in for Ben Simmons. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Shake Milton in for Curry. Poked loose. Scott with the ball. And Griffin picks him up defensively. To the inside. The kick out to Scott. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And Griffin sends it back. Johnson down low. Defended by Milton. And it's blocked. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's Aldridge. Pocket 6. It doesn't go for him. Now the 76ers take it the other way. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Korkmaz. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Reed's got the lead up to 5 now for the 76ers. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. Brown outside. Passes it to Harris. Aldridge kicks to Harris. Lets it go with the 3. And stolen by Scott. Got a piece of it. Harris against Green. The dish to Scott. Inside, Reed. Nifty move. He lays it in. Now it's a 7-point Philadelphia lead.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Pass to Harris. Now the pass to Griffin. With 1 on the clock, and right as the buzzer sounded, he just dunked it right down. Wow! And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Luwawu is out there with Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Johnson in at the shooting guard position. Now Irving. Harris with it. He's picked up by Irving, and he commits the intentional foul. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And the 76ers also making a change. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Shake Milton. Here's Maxey. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's foul number 2 for him. Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And Irving subbed in for Brown.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the 76ers?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
And guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work. You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And Simmons slams it in.
Well, you can't give up this kind of positioning, not to a guy like Simmons. I mean, all you're asking for is to get burned if you do.
From deep Harden, Irving from long range. Maxey grabs the miss. The 76ers leading by 9. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Harris's shot is good.
You know, we talk a lot about athleticism, guys. It's important. And right there, Harris used his well to create for himself.
Here's Harden. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And that one's good. Maxey.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Harden the pass to Irving. Green against Simmons. Green dishes to Jordan. And it's sent back by Howard.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with.
Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. And Brooklyn making a change here. Johnson's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Milton's checked in. Philadelphia leading by 13. Pass to Howard. Outside, Simmons to the left side wing. 6 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. Howard, the pass to Maxey. Out left to the wing. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 8 rebounds in this game. Irving from long range. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
A shot by Milton, no good. The Nets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Philadelphia.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Howard.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
Simmons finds Harris. Here's the three. But they get it back. Outside for Simmons. Fires the three. That one misses.
So active on this end of the floor. Love watching Howard use his wingspan.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. The Bucks coming into the arena confident they'll be walking out. And a few players on the shelf, but the big absence is someone this team is going to be missing tonight. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And for the Nets, we've got Green. Harden out there with Johnson. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot.
Well, terrific job by Tyler Johnson to do exactly what they want him to do, find his open teammates.
The pass to Middleton. He feeds it to Lopez. Jordan with the rebound.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Harden's shot is off. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Here's Harden. And he goes big with the dunk over Brook Lopez.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Harden. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. The Nets shooting their first free throw of the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. So first quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Lopez. It's good on the putback.
Well, it's just solid awareness by Brook Lopez, working hard to get his team a second opportunity.
Harden up top. He's got 7. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Antetokounmpo against Green, and stolen by Jordan. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Harden kicks to Johnson. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. Good on the shot.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Middleton on the wing. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention. Nets leading by 6. Shots good by Green.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Now here's DiVincenzo. To the paint, here's Lopez. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Here's Harden. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Harden's got 15.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And here's Holiday. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And so they foul intentionally. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. A different look for Milwaukee. 1:04 left in the first quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here is Irving. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Portis, the pass to Forbes. Back to Portis and taken away by Brown. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Griffin passes to Irving. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And the layup's good off the glass.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Got it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Brooklyn going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly.
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Setting the floor for the Bucks, we've got Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. Giannis high post. He's against Green. Forbes the pass to Portis. Jordan with some nice D.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Green. Harden's got the lead up to 14 now for Brooklyn. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes of Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day, and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Tucker. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Tucker's got his first points in this one.
You know, we see this a lot from Tucker. Scores by overpowering the defender with his tremendous strength.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Some changes for Brooklyn. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Brown in for Johnson. Harden scanning the floor. Back to Aldridge. Shot clock at 5. And Harden with the stuff.
Just another way Aldridge beats you. As a facilitator, very comfortable making decisions.
Middleton on the wing. There's the feed to Lopez. Middleton dishes to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Well, one aspect that makes Lopez dangerous, his size at 7 foot. He doesn't have to go far to slam it home.
Harden outside. And he goes big with the dunk over Brook Lopez.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. I love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Here's Holiday. He gets that one.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Nets leading by 12. Harden outside. Good D by Lopez. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Some changes for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Harris. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Holiday against Irving. He dishes it to Brown. Outside Aldridge. Passes it to Irving. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Guys, Kyrie Irving stronger than he looks, absorbs the contact and still converts.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. Holiday surveying the floor. No good from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Antetokounmpo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Antetokounmpo's got 9.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
Here's Irving. A second chance effort. It's Aldridge high post. Irving against Lopez. Irving kicks to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut to just 11 on the basket from Antetokounmpo.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Outside Irving. Banked in off the glass. He's got 9.
I love that Kyrie Irving doesn't settle for something on the perimeter. He goes right to the cup.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have a 13-point lead. And over. Thanks for joining us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Harden out there with Tyler Johnson. And it's Green, then it's Jordan, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. It's Harden with... Oh!
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Bucks trail by 13. Now here's Giannis. 13 points in the game. Portis, the pass to Giannis. The Bucks working the ball around. And it's good for 2. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach. I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
For Brooklyn, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. That free throw good from Harden.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times.
This man is always in attack mode.
Harris against Middleton.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit.
Hammering it in.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. Pass to Lopez. 4 on the clock. Down low. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Brooklyn leading by 18. Harden dishes to Jordan. Over Middleton. Jordan can't get it to go.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Here's DiVincenzo. Johnson with the block.
You can see Tyler Johnson with that vertical has the ability to send it back.
Middleton for 3. Knocked loose. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. The 3. That shot off.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. The Bucks making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. 1:58 left in the third quarter. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Lopez has got 6.
You simply have to remember that Brook Lopez can stroke the jumper. This guy on catch and shoot is terrific.
Irving looking over the floor. Irving double team. Rebounded by the Bucks. Griffin kicks to Brown. In the corner, Irving with it. Here's Aldridge. And the pass to Luau. Irving against Howard. 5 on the clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Fast break, Milwaukee. Middleton leading the charge. Second chance shot. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there is almost no stopping.
On defense, Milwaukee. It's a 16-point game. Here's Irving. And the dunk by Aldridge.
And this is the power you like seeing from Aldridge, leaving no room for error with that flush.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. It's good. Antetokounmpo's got 19 points.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things in him, but he's been unstoppable.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Irving. D right on him. Can't hit from in close. And Luau Cabarro is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Antetokounmpo inside.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Right back after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the 4th quarter. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the point guard.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
Antetokounmpo passes to Portis, and another basket for Milwaukee.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Harden outside. Goes back up. The kick out to Brown. Pass to Johnson. Harden outside. Another shot. That's tipped. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris is checked in for Brown. And Irving subbed in for Tyler Johnson. Irving against Holiday. Now, here is Irving. Guarded closely. And that one drops for him.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it. One
thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
DiVincenzo finds Antetokounmpo. A shot, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. We throw good, James Harden. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Giannis outside. In the corner, Middleton with it. Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Green.
And we've seen Giannis elevate his scoring ability over time. Great bucket there.
Outside Irving. To the inside. Here's Harris. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And the dunk by Lopez.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to lead, no doubt.
Outside, Green. Back to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Jordan trying to free himself up. Harden, that's good.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Antetokounmpo inside. Guarded by Green. Giannis, no good.
Just a cold shooting night. Needs to try to make it into the basket.
The kick out to Irving from downtown. Offensive rebound, Nets. Harden outside. Nets passing it around. Harris, no good. Bucks trail by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Brooklyn.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for James Harden.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
And here comes Harris leading the fast break, and the jam by Harden.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And Holiday, here we go. Lopez. And again, the Bucks miss. On the wing, Harris. Stolen by Middleton. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Harden. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Now, Giannis. Middleton right side. Beyond the arc. Buries it from three-point range.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.